Okay. Levi, when you're traveling, in Europe or like on the race circuit, like let's say you're on the circuit for let's say the Tour. Do you use the tent in stage races or things, or you just use the tent mostly for preparation for these type of things?
So far, I've only used it in preparation, but I have, for example, last year I had a pretty big break in the springtime, and I was here, and I was sleeping in the tent, and I was scheduled to do the Tour of Catalunya, which was in May, so I went to Spain, I think 2 weeks before, just to be acclimated to the time, and I was sleeping in the tent then, but then I also took my tent to the race, and slept in it at the race, and a lot of people are very skeptical about that because they think that you don't recover better, but I had no problems. I got stronger throughout the race because I was coming off of a big rest period, so that was natural, but I definitely recovered just as well.
What altitude do you use during the race? Do you drop the altitude during the race?
I didn't know. I kept it at, well, it comes out to be about now 9,000, right?
Yeah.
15.3%, 15.2% oxygen. Sea level is 21, right?
Yeah.
So. Who was your roommate?
At that race, it was a young Australian, Heinrich Hausler, and he was in awe that I was actually going through the effort. I mean, I have to be honest, the Swanniers were putting it up and taking it down for me. But he was blown away that I was actually doing that, and then a young guy like that sees it and sees the amount of work that goes in and the dedication, and then that's how that person gets started and whatnot. So.